Good morning, and welcome to the 30th episode of my Trying to Conceive journey with Bonnie. We have a very special topic today. Bonnie had a little bit of an emotional roller coaster earlier this week, so we're going to jump right in. My name is Sandra Jones-Keller, and I'm the intuitive pregnancy coach and spiritual energy healer with the CCFL Global Academy. Good morning, Bonnie. I know she's there.
I'm here. Good morning.
So we are just going to jump right in. So what happened earlier this week?
Yes, well, goodness. About 2 weeks ago, I noticed, Sandra, that my hair stopped falling out. I'm like, because usually when I wash my hair and I run my fingers through it, I get like my whole hand is covered in hair. I've got long hair, right? And so I'm starting to think like, okay, 2 strands fell out. And so that started making me think about, well, the only other time that my hair really stopped falling out was when I was pregnant before. And so I didn't pay too much attention to it because, of course, I don't want to be disappointed. And then I've been 28 to maybe 29 day cycles for months, just like regularly, like clockwork, perfect. And then this month I was almost 4 days late. And of course, when you miss your cycle and you start thinking thoughts like, oh, I'm late, and could I be, and could it happen this month? And then it showed up. And I was just telling Sandra that I allowed myself to feel the emotion this time. I allowed myself to feel really hurt and upset and angry, and I cried and like things come out of my mouth that I would never say today. And it all comes down to discouraging experiences. And so I was telling Sandra, when we have discouraging experiences, we can go either one direction or the other. And so many conversations on the message boards is like, I'm done, I give up, I quit, I'm hopeless, they're done, they quit. And so when you study the journey to any great endeavor, the journey to any goal that you set out for yourself, Napoleon Hill says it best, but he says, sometimes it seems like there's a little hidden guide whose duty is to test men and women through all sorts of discouraging experiences. And he says those that pick themselves up and take the failure, or whatever you want to call it, as a sign or as an urge to greater effort, well, those people eventually reach their goal. So today I feel like I'm having a baby, and I'm making a baby. This body is making a baby. And I just feel like I've been eating really good, but I'd still go to the movies and have popcorn once or twice a month. And so my urge to greater effort is to really commit to myself, really commit to making my body as healthy as I possibly can. And I always believe that if we're going to be meditating and asking our higher self, what is it that I need? The answers are going to come through your circumstances. And just the other day, I was looking for a vitamin D supplement, and the lady that worked there she's never there ever any other time, Sandra. And she was telling me all like sorts of information about all of these products, which is great. I needed to have it answered. And she goes, well, one of my best friends went to acupuncture and got pregnant right away. And I thought, okay, that fits with my sweet spot. Going to get my hormones tested? No, doesn't fit with my sweet spot. Going to get blood tests? No, that doesn't fit with my sweet spot. Acupuncture fits with my sweet spot. So we're going to take a 90 days off, and I'm going to go prepare my body for pregnancy. And my husband's right on board too. Tom's going to do that too. And I think we'll do a video maybe once a month, Sandra, and just check in. How's the journey going? But I am going to try to not conceive for the next 90 days. So it's different.
So I love that. And so we're just going to take a moment to get still, because I love your energy and I love your vibration and where you're headed with all of this. And we're going to take a moment to just be still. Because even inside of getting your body healthy and acupuncture and all of that, it's still a spiritual agreement and you're still being divinely guided.
Yeah.
And so that's the energy that I want you to anchor into during your 90 days, is that you're always divinely guided and you're always divinely supported. And follow the impulses that you receive. And you were talking about your exercising, you're eating well, but you still go to the movies and have popcorn twice a month. Well, ask your body, ask your higher self if that's okay. Like, is the little treat occasionally interfering with anything? Is it hurting your body, or is it okay? Because you don't want to get so structured that then you're taking the joy out of your life. And this may be personal, because for me, I enjoy my popcorn occasionally at the movies, and so that may not be your thing, but there may be elements in there that really bring you joy, that really bring you satisfaction, that really have you feel uplifted. So I don't want you to start stripping everything away. I want you to just anchor into your truth. And I love what you said, your sweet spot. That is so right on. That doesn't resonate with my sweet spot. So as you're going through the next 90 days or even the next week, just feel, does this resonate for me? Is this the direction that I need to go? Do I need to stop eating this? Should I start eating this? And you've already been doing that, and you look amazing, by the way. You look healthy and vibrant, and I see that you've thinned out. So you're definitely on the right track, but I just really want you to stay anchored with spirit. So the acupuncture is fantastic.
This is where I'm at in my journey only. And so for all of you trying to conceive mommies, I've been meditating with Sandra and reaching out and speaking to Danny, which is my baby spirit, for months now. We're coming up to a year of being on this spiritual journey. And I finally feel like I've gotten to the point that I've been wanting to get to, Sandra, the whole time, which is I know, like the sun coming out tomorrow, I know that I'm making a baby. And the disciplinary track that I'm choosing for myself right now is my spiritual evolution. This is my personal spiritual evolution, because I feel like we have our physical self, which is our ego, which is, I have to do this. I want a baby right now. It has to come right now because I'm getting old, or whatever it is, right? That is our physical being making all those statements and believing that. The spiritual being, my spiritual being, is saying that in order to evolve and become balanced and authentically happy with myself, I am practicing self-discipline. So for me, it's a self-discipline practice where the ego says, but I really like popcorn and I want to have it right now. And the spiritual me is going, yeah, but you've committed to this self-discipline and you've committed to making yourself the healthiest you can be. And so when I go to the movie and I eat popcorn, I'll eat a whole bucket, Sandra, of popcorn. It's not like I can go, I'll have 4 bites of popcorn and I'm satisfied. And so for me, it's almost like an addiction it's almost like an addiction, and popcorn's only a little bit of it. That's one thing that I do. So if I were to really authentically track, this is what I had: morning, breakfast, snack, dinner, every day of the month. 40-60% is not commitment. And so the spiritual being is going, yeah, you still got some growth to do. And when you reach this growth, then you can have your baby. And I honestly feel that. So that is my higher self communicating with me. And I'm finally listening that I got to build a foundation for my baby, but I keep putting the roof on. I want a baby this month. I want a baby right now, but I haven't even worked out yet. But I want to, do you see what I'm saying? And I could do that for the next 4 years until my time really does run out. I'm not going to do that.
Well, I love that. And what I do hear, Bonnie, is that it's a inspired action for you.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's, and we've talked about that a lot in the past. And so that's what we want to do. We want to have inspired actions. And so in this moment, this is your inspired action, which sounds like it's definitely coming from a higher source. It's not behavior modification, which we've talked about, and it's not trying to force something. So when it's inspired action, it brings you joy. It brings you peace. It brings you that feeling of being proud of yourself every day. And so that is what in this moment will have you have the peace and has you have love and joy, regardless of if you've conceived or not. And so that's what we've been talking about for the last 30 weeks is getting to the point of inspired action and getting to the point of having peace, joy, and harmony in your life right now.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this journey because I'll tell you, I don't care if this is a little bit longer, Sandra. Is that okay? It might be our last one for a little bit.
Okay.
But when I was taking forced action before I met you, I did go to acupuncture. So it would have been about a year and a bit ago. I did go to acupuncture, but I was forcing it. Like I went to acupuncture and introduced myself as, "Hi, I'm Bonnie. I'm 41 years old and I'm infertile." Like that's where my mind was at. I need help. I'm infertile. And so 2 or 3 sessions in, he was like, "You need to relax. You're really stressed out." And then I moved across town and I thought, "Oh, that's not doing anything anyway," or whatever. What I'm saying is that my actions with my mindset at the time, my actions were taking me down a path that was not leading me to success, because a month later I did get pregnant and I miscarried. But you see, I stopped the acupuncture and I wasn't in a mindset of belief, and I just wasn't where I'm at today. And then I forgot about acupuncture, right? And then that's why the lady that saw me at the store the other day that said, "Well, I don't know about you, but my friend did this." And it hit me like in my solar plexus. That is a message from my higher self, because God's not going to come down from heaven and look at you in the mirror and go, "You need to do this." So when you ask the questions in the morning meditation and you go out through your day, you really have to listen and pay attention to the messages that people are saying, or that you read in a book or something, because those messages, I believe, are answers from the higher power. Because a couple of months ago, I had somebody say, "Well, do you want to do a fertility testing? I'll tell you how many eggs are coming and this and that." And that hasn't fit in my sweet spot. I've not booked appointment for that, because every time I think about it, it makes me feel icky.
Mm-hmm.
But the acupuncture and the working out and the nutrition makes me feel really good, and it has to be the truth. So I'm going with the truth.
I love that. I'm so proud of you. I love you, Bonnie, and I just think you are such an inspiration. And I will be with you over these, next 90 days. Even if we're not making a video, we'll still be in communication.
Oh, yes.
So this is what we're talking about. This place that Bonnie is in right here and right now is the place that's available for you on your trying to conceive journey. It doesn't have to be angst ridden. It doesn't have to be full of fear and anger and arguing and an upset. You can be in a place of joy, of harmony, and of acceptance, even while trying to conceive. So take a look at these videos. That is what we have created this space for. I am available for one-on-one coaching. I have groups and lots of content available. So please like these videos and share these videos and make a difference in someone else's life. Until we join you again, have a fantastic day. Thank you.